Hello beautiful people, welcome back. So today we're going to do another video with the Scooby-Doo collection from Glamlite. I did one where I tested out the green and blue palette and everything, and I asked you guys if you wanted a part 2 where I tested out the more blue purpley one, and you guys did, so here we are, we're going to do it today. I'm a little concerned this video is not going to turn out well because there's like whistling strong winds outside because there's a hurricane coming by soon, I think. By the time when I'm filming this video anyways, my 12-foot skeleton has already lost an arm because of the strong winds, but it stopped whistling for a while, so I think we'll be okay. But that's what we're doing today. We're going to test out this palette. This one is called Creeps and Crawls. We're going to test out the lashes that come with this collection, and we're also going to use the Bat Eyes eyeliner thing. I'm not using that mascara again. If you saw the previous video, the mascara I just don't like. I even used it again after that, and I just don't like the mascara. But the palette was really fun. I haven't tried these lashes yet, so that's what we're going to do today. I did my base face. It's my base face, my base foundation, everything. I have to go do some errands today because there's inclement weather outside. It's not as bad as it was this morning. I couldn't get groceries delivered, so I got to do some grocery shopping later this afternoon and then go buy some cat beds and stuff. So we're going to do some errands with whatever fun look I come up with. I think this is going to be fun. I want to do like a halo, very dark eye look today because I'm feeling kind of moody in this like dark weather. Alright, so I'm going to prime my eyelids with the Draw Cosmetics Clean Canvas Base in Fair, which is just like my go-to eyelid primer. I'm glad I have a backup of this because I'm kind of running low on it. It's a good one. I'm just going to put this all over the place. And yeah, so by the time you see this video, Hurricane Nicole should have been long gone. And honestly, I live in Jacksonville, where typically it kind of like misses us somehow, usually with hurricanes. We were really worried about the last one, but we got really lucky. So I'm not freaking out about this one as it is a lower category. I just think we may have to, like my birdhouses and stuff might fly off and my skeleton might need to be put back together. But yeah, you know, I've been asked a lot since I moved to Florida. I moved directly to Jacksonville. If I was to move, would I like move farther into Florida? And I want to say yes because more heat. I love the heat. It's very cold here, especially at night because we are farther up, you know, in the state. But honestly, I don't know if I would because hurricanes are worse the farther down you go. Like even if I went to Daytona, which we go to Daytona flea market and stuff all the time, it's not really that far from here. They get hit really bad by like flooding and stuff, and I already have enough flooding that I feel like the farther we would move down, the more danger we are in. So I think I'm just gonna stay here, especially since we bought a house and everything, but I think I'm just gonna stay here. Anyways, let's do the palette. So I'm gonna use this Sigma, I don't know which brush this is, honestly, it doesn't say it. It's just like a little flat thing. It's kind of fluffy, but it's flat so I can pack on color with it. I wanna do, because I don't really do purple looks, I want to do a purple look. So I'm going to start off with this shade right here. Let's do this darker purple one. Normally I would go on my crease first and like kind of do that and then darken my sides. But I just want to make sure we have my eye look pretty dark today. So I'm just going to start off with this. I'm going to put this everywhere except in my center of my lid because I want to do a halo. But yeah, hurricane season is real, but we're all good here. I am nervous for this winter because it's already been so freaking cold and our house is not very well insulated. Like there is no insulation. So that's a little concerning as far as like it's going to be so cold because I'm not going to run the heat all the time. That's just, in this economy, I can't be running the heat all the time, you know? But yeah, I'm concerned about the winter. Now I know people are going to be like, oh, you live in Florida, your winter's not a real winter. It's not. It is not. It is beautiful compared to like even North Carolina and stuff. Our winters are not bad. However, when your body is acclimated to always being warm and like controlling your temperature is always really high, the cold hits people in Florida different. It doesn't hit me as bad because I grew up in a place that got snow and ice and stuff all the time. But people who've lived in Florida all their lives, it will hit 75 degrees and they're wearing hoodies and sweatpants. They're just like freezing. I had to go pick up t-shirts from a warehouse the other day. And it was like 72 degrees, but it was a little drizzly. And yeah, that's a little cold to Floridians, but they were like in full beanies, full coats in their office. I was like, this is kind of dramatic, people. It's kind of dramatic. Although I have to say, I think my life would have been much more fun if I'd grown up in Florida. That just, it sounds great and much more accepting of other people and stuff. I'm gonna go to this color next. I'm actually gonna use this crappy Morphe M518. I've been thinking, like, my brush storage is a mess. I've been thinking about decluttering a bunch of brushes, and I haven't used this one in forever, and it feels weird. Like, I don't know why this brush feels weird, but I figured I would use it and see if I like it, or like, is it gonna be tossed in the trash? So I'm gonna go into this color here. I've had it for years. I don't even know where I got it from. You know, I think when Jeffrey's stuff was still in Morphe stores, and I went to Orlando to the Morphe store for the first time, and I went to go get a Jeffrey setting powder. I think I picked up a Morphe brush there just because I was there and it was like near the checkout. That had to be where I got this from, because I don't ever remember buying Morphe brushes, because I used to have a couple Morphe brushes back in the day, and every time I washed them they fell apart. And now I know that Morphe is, well, I don't know, I've heard Morphe is considering filing for bankruptcy, which blows my mind, because a couple years ago they were on top of everything, and I still feel like even like 2-3 years ago, I'm not very good at timelines of things, so it could have been 2, it could have been 3 years ago, they were like still everywhere. I feel like when they released that the James Charles little mini version of a palette, that was the stupidest thing they could have done. They already had the James Charles palette that was selling really well, then they made a mini version of it. For what reason? That was stupid. And then after that, I just feel like I haven't heard anything popping about them. They do a lot of weird collaborations with like Mickey Mouse and Cherry Coke. It's like odd, and they do a lot of influencer collaborations, but I don't necessarily think they're influencers that are known for their makeup, so maybe they didn't sell as well. I'm just surprised because I feel like they're in the front of every Ulta. They're in huge stores. They have their own standalone locations in large, still very popular malls and stuff. So I guess I'm just surprised to hear that Morphe is like, pfft. But I guess everyone is right now, like I'm right now too. I get it. Guess I'm just a little surprised. Also, isn't it weird to see me doing purple eyeshadow? It feels weird, but it does look good. I don't know why I have an aversion to purple eyeshadow, because it looks good. Like, there's no denying it looks good. I just don't know. Maybe it's because I just had purple hair for so long that purple hair with purple eyeshadow never made sense, so I just avoided it. And now that I don't have purple hair, the purple eyeshadow against this cool tone hair color is popping. Okay, so I want to add a little bit more to this now. I'm going to go into this very deeper, darker shade. I can't tell you if it's a blue or a purple, but I don't really think it matters. I'm going to pick up a little bit on that same flat brush from before and just deepen up the inner and outer area. I'm not going to put it too high into the crease. I'm just going to pack on a little bit and we blend it out. Just some dimension. Again, I wanted a dark eye look today. I don't know. I think the rainy, windy, dreary, cloudy weather is making me want to just go for it as far as like dark eye looks. I do a lot of dark lipsticks. I don't do as many dark eye looks. I do some. But I feel like I just worry about dark eye looks closing up my eyes and making them look small. And then also TikToks are like, ooh, men hate dark lipstick, so I'm gonna wear more dark lipstick. Because I don't care and I like it, so it's about me. I think it's so funny. I love those videos though. Like, I scroll on TikTok a lot when I'm just like waiting for my video to render or laying in bed at the end of the night and stuff. And I see kinds of like interior design trends that I hate from like interior designers and stuff. And it's like everything you see at like Hobby Lobby, Home Goods, like no personality kind of design, I guess, to a point. But it's things that I feel like everyone has bought at some point in their life. And they're like, hate these things. Or it's like trend men don't find attractive, or things women hate about men. And like, it's just, TikTok is wonderful for short form content. but it's a little judgy. It's a little judgy. But I think all social media is judgy in general. I just don't know why. Like a lot of my recommendations are cat videos, emo stuff, some gothic interior stuff, and then every once in a while there'd be like a day where I just get all kinds of trend recommendations, and it's really weird. Okay, so this is my top eyeshadow. It's gonna look nice. I'm just gonna add shimmer everywhere. Let's do, I feel like they're all these purple shimmers, right? This one, this one, this one. They're not different enough to make the halo really pop. So I'm gonna take this little dry brush into the darkest one. Let's take this one. This one. They look very similar, so I worry that I'm not gonna get a pop in like center. I'm gonna put this on the outer and inner corner of the lid, leaving that blank spot in the middle still. Just for my shimmer. I love shimmers to go really like everywhere and blend and look all smooshy with the rest of my eye look. I'm not someone who does a lot of cut creases. One, because like my hands are kind of shaky, so I feel like they're always uneven. And then two, I like when you can't tell where one shade begins and one shade ends or whatever. I like it when it looks like, ooh, smushed together seamlessly. Although I do admire people who can do like a really sexy cut crease. I admire that. I don't have that kind of skill level. Okay, I'm gonna take the other side of this little flat brush now, the side that I did not cover in that dark shimmer, and I'm gonna go into this one. Let's do the lightest one right here. And I'm gonna pack that right in the center. Ooh, it's kind of a duochrome because like when I pick it up, it looks purple. And then when it hits the light, it looks kind of purpley, pinky, maybe a little bit of blue too, right in the center. Hold on. So there's with that center highlight. There's none. There's with it. It's really pretty. I feel like my crease should be a little darker though. Okay, so here's my top eyeshadow. I feel like this center is a little pinkier than I would have liked personally, but I feel like if I go over it with a blue, it'll look weird. But maybe I'll just do it anyway. So let's take this little blue shade on that little flat brush. I'm just gonna put it on top of that pink. Okay, let's see if it makes a difference. Here's that blue. Oh, it looks really cool. So there's the pink. There's the blue. It looks really cool. Okay, I'm gonna do that again. The blue looks a little more poppin' than that pinky purpley shade. Alright, for my lower lash line, I'm gonna take the E55 shader brush from Sigma into this shade and this shade, and I'm just gonna mix them together. And I'm just gonna shade my lower lash line. I also, okay, so like this year I was supposed to experiment with more eyeliner shapes and more kinds of different styles of and colors of eye makeup, because like, why not, you know, get out of my comfort zone? My comfort zone is still only shading to about right under here at my lower lash line. People who can like blend their eyeshadow really far down look so beautiful and grungy. But like cause your eyeball's here, right? I feel like my brush and everything skips over that, and it looks weird if I try to extend mine lower down. I don't know. Like there's so many things I admire about other people who love makeup, right? There's so many things that they do, I'm like, oh my God, that I wonder if there's things that I do that people like. I mean, you watching this video, so I appreciate it. But like, I don't know if there's any like makeup trick that I do that other people don't. I feel like my makeup's pretty standard. It just may be a little bit darker of a version than a lot of people wear. Or I'll see those really cute e-girls, right? And they'll draw in little lower lashes. Now I've tried that a few times in different looks and stuff, but like because my eyeball is here and it extends out, my skin kind of skips and they don't get cute little, I don't get the cute little straight fake lashes drawn on, even though they look precious. I just feel like my eyeball pops out too much for that. I don't know. But I admire it on other people who can pull it off. So these eyelashes from the Glamlite Scooby collection are called Haunted. I don't know if I like the style or not. I have some Glamlite lashes like the style Deep Dish, which is like the pizza shape, that I really, really love. And there's some that just don't hit right with me. So we're going to see if these do today. They look like a thin band, which is nice. A lot of people like thin bands. My lashes from my own website have thin bands. And also, I don't think they'll be restocked by the time you see this video, because I think I'm going to put this video out on Sunday. But the style Akasha from mysmallbusinesstheopencrypt.com will have our Akasha lashes. And I think some Haunted, don't quote me on that, I think some Haunted should be in and restocked early next week as well. So yeah, if you were looking for my lashes and you wanted different styles, those will be restocked soon. Akasha will be stocked a lot more than Haunted will, because they sold faster last time. So I just made the bigger investment in stocking more of those styles. But also Whimsigoth is my favorite style, and we have plenty of those in stock. Like, that was the first one I had to restock because I love that style so much. Like, they're flary and light, so I feel like anyone could wear them, but they're not super short. So people like me who love lashes can still like enjoy them. The lash glue that I'm using today is the black strip lash adhesive from Kiss. It's an affordable black lash glue. It's really nice. It dries pretty quickly too, which I enjoy. And then I did trim these lashes to make them fit my eye size. I feel like every pair of lashes I've ever owned I had to trim because my eyes aren't like alien big. I just feel like most lashes by default are too big. I forgot to put on mascara. Oh, put it on top real quick so this lash glue doesn't dry. Also, if you're looking into false lashes and stuff and you want to make them last the longest, put your mascara on before your lashes. Because if you put mascara on your fake lashes, they do not last as long because they get disgusting and clumpy and gross. Just would not recommend putting mascara on your false lashes whatsoever. So here is, oh, look at her. The other one does not look the same. Lashes make the biggest difference in the world. If lashes were not a thing, I don't think I ever would have been on YouTube in the first place. Because it boosts my confidence tenfold. And if you don't wear lashes, I'm not pressuring you to. I'm glad you probably have better real lashes than me, and I'm glad you're confident in your real lashes. Just for me, it just like any look, so I can't live without them. Okay, I'm gonna use the Bat Eyes eyeliner to fill in where my lash stops. So where the lash band stops into my inner corner, I'm gonna use this. Last time I used this, it was very ticklish because it's very, very fine tip. All right, so for my liner in my waterline, I'm gonna use the shade Solaris from Kaleidos Makeup in my waterline for my liner because it's just like a red, green, purpley shift kind of color. I know what else to do, so I figured this would be fine. Here's something fun. Like, okay, so I have to do errands today, get some groceries and stuff because Walmart doesn't want to send delivery drivers out and stuff, which is fine. But we have to go to the pet store because, well, 2 different pet stores because we have a lot of cats, right? We have 8 cats. My husband, ever since we got Athena, because he had to have her, which I'm not regretting, I love her, he will not come in the pet store with me on a Saturday. He won't. Or if he does, he will not go to the back where they have the cats. Like in the little like boxes for adoption, or sometimes there's a rescue in the pet store on the weekends, adopting cats out, and he won't come in the cat section of the store with me on Saturdays anymore. And I find it really annoying because we both love cats. Like, that's something that really drew us together as a couple, is that we both love cats, right? But now he's like avidly acting like he doesn't want to look at him. And I know it's because he doesn't want to fall in love with another one and get more cats because we already have 8 and that's like a lot to deal with. I know that's why, but it like kind of hurts my feelings that like we don't do our thing anymore, which is like go like give attention to the babies for like a couple minutes while we're in the store. Like, I like to show the cats that are in cages and sad and neglected or just unloved or just homeless babies, I like to show them some love and attention for a couple minutes because we're in there anyways, and I feel like I don't want them to be sad, so I like to, you know, interact with the babies and say hi, even if we're just walking by saying, hi, honeys. I like doing that. It's been something we've always done. But because he is the softie in the relationship, when it comes to these honeys, he's not doing that with me anymore, and it makes me so sad. I know he doesn't want to get more cats, because we have 8. But I think we could have 10. Because we have a large house. We are extending our screened-in catio. We already have a catio. We're going to extend it. I'm sacrificing what little backyard I have for them to have a screened-in area for them, because they like to watch my birds and my possums and everything. So I was thinking, I've never had a tuxedo cat ever. I was thinking, and I've never had a solid, well, I had a gray and white cat named Lestat, but I've never had like just a solid gray cat or a tuxedo. So I was like, well, if we see any of those kittens and they really call to us, I wouldn't mind having another one, you know? He's not having it. He's not having it because he knows if he goes look at these cats, he's gonna fall in love with it and want to have 100 cats like crazy cat people. But I just wish he would like, we don't have to adopt every cat we see. Like, I didn't think we needed the last 3, but he wanted them. I don't know. I know he knows that he has a softy heart, so he doesn't want to look at them because then he'll be tempted to bring them home and give them a good life. But if we, you know, we always have looked at cats. We've always showed them attention, and most of the time we have self-control about it. Just because he's been on a roll with how many, you know, how much space we have and, you know, giving them a better life. I think he's just feeling like it's too many. But I think 10 would be enough. I mean, some of our cats are a little older. Biddy's 16 now. Azrael's 7, Zatchell's 6. It's not like we have a bunch of baby kittens running around that will have, you know, 20 full-size cats in our house at one time. We won't. But I do get where he's coming from. I just wish he would go look at them with me anyways. Like, we don't have to get them, but let's go show the cats some attention. We've done it for the last 2.5 years. Why would we change it now? Alright, so I didn't know what kind of eye look or what kind of lip to do with this. I wish I had like a dark steel gray lip. I think that would look really cool with this. Because it's like a warm, and then this is not. I think that would look cool, but I don't have a gray, like a dark gray liquid lipstick. That'd be super freaking cool. I should probably look one up. But I do have Matte Rebel from Il Makiage, which is kind of like a grayish. It's a little more purple brown. So I'm just gonna use this because I don't know what else to do with this look. Also, my hair, you know, I just let it air dry like this, and it kind of gave us movement on the side. It looks kind of cute. I just wish it was consistent. I'm considering dyeing this far back black again, just because this was easier to maintain one solid color. I know I just took a lot of hair damage trying to get the black box dye out of that, but the inconsistency is driving me crazy. All right, guys, I know it's dark, but I need to shorten this necklace again so it's not everywhere. But this is my final look. So here's my eye look. It's so pretty. I love the eye look, actually. I need to wear purple eyeshadow more now that my hair is very cool toned. I think it just looks really cool. The shimmers are so pretty. I love the blue shimmer in the center. Like, it's very captivating. And yeah, so this is my look for the day. I like it. I didn't want to wear like a really dark liquid lipstick or a black liquid lipstick, because if I have to go to Walmart or Sam's Club, I feel like they stare at my receipts forever when I wear something really edgy. So I just rather avoid the drama today. All right, so let me tell you what happened the other day. It was $2.95 wallflower fragrance day at Bath & Body Works. I placed my order online. I went to the Bath & Body Works to pick it up, okay? Because I just wanted my house to smell nice. And as you know, especially around holiday season, Bath & Body Works is always so packed. So, you know, I work my way to the front. I, you know, show them my email, pick up my order, and I'm trying to just escape through the crowd, right? Like, excuse me, pardon me, trying to get out of the store because it gives me anxiety to be that close to that many people. And as I'm fishing my way out of the store, the two ladies working the front, like seeing how many people come in and out, stop me like, ma'am, stop right there. And I'm like, what? And I guess because my hand was down so I could scooch past people, they didn't realize I was holding a bag. So because I looked alternative and they didn't see me holding anything, they assumed that I was stealing because I was trying to escape the store that is overly crowded. So that was fun. They were like, oh, I didn't realize you bought something. When I was like, what? Like, hold my bag, like, what? So that's fun. So like that's one of the other reasons I don't wear black lipstick if I have to go to Walmart or Sam's Club, because there I also just get bothered a little bit and I just like to avoid it. So yeah, anyways, I know it's not just me that experienced things like that. That one just really got to me. Like, your Bath and Body Works, you didn't see anything in my hands. Obviously you didn't see the bag in my hands, so why are you harassing me? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. This is not a pity party by any means. People experience this all the time, especially people of color. So, yeah, thank you guys. I will see you in the next video. Have a lovely day. If you live in Florida and you hear a hurricane is coming, don't eat all your snacks ahead of time. Okay? This is your warning. People do that all the time. They get their hurricane snacks and they eat them first. Don't do that. I was very good this time and didn't do that. But thank you guys. I'll see you later. Have a lovely day and stay safe there wherever you are. Bye.